know what that was all about. My little thing was frozen. Let me test this again. All right, it's good. That was the weirdest thing. I tell you, if there isn't a once a month weird thing that happens, it just wouldn't be a Johnny's Journey show. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, we're going to say hi to some people. Floss is first in the house. Hi, I'll be back later. Good to see you, Floss. Thanks for coming in. Happy Tuesday, folks. Do we get a double dose of Johnny tonight? We didn't. Haven't seen the thumbnail or video yet. Johnny did the weather, have weather this morning. We did. We tried Saturday to do a window install. That's what the video was going to be about. And then I was like, oh, we don't have the window. Yes, we did. But anyway, so it didn't happen. So I was like, we're going to do it today. And that did not happen. Bev was going out of town. She needed a couple of things tweaked on her van. Then we started working on Lenny's shower and we never got the window put in. Therefore, I never got that editing done, and it is going to happen tomorrow. So crazy times here. So let's see here. Those guys saying hi. Debbie Conan, I think I might have already said hi. Dale is in the house. Dale, I got your registration for the meetup, and I haven't received the invite on Facebook yet. There are too many names on Facebook. I will send that to you. I was trying to remember the spelling of your last name. So once the live stream's over, I will do that. I actually have a couple people to invite to the group. So I will get that done. It's been crazy here. I appreciate you guys' patience. But the last van that was kind of we just kind of squeezed it in is gone. And I have got a couple of happy campers here. So they were happy with I did a Mercedes and I did a GMC Savannah. So they were happy. Lenny was gracious enough to hang tight and wait. So we are working on Lenny's again. I get frustrated that I'm limited on certain things that I can do and can't do. I feel like, isn't that just part of life? Because no matter if you just had a recent surgery or even if it's just your job or physical limitations, it is frustrating, and it is okay to be frustrated. It is perfectly fine to be frustrated. If it is because of strength after the surgery, I have no doubt you'll get it back. Just keep working at it. I feel like you might have that stubbornness about you that you're just going to keep trying and trying until you get it. Tell me if I'm wrong, Flush. Keep telling us we're going to get bad weather, but it goes around us. We have had a lot of rain today. We have had some hail. We just really have had a spring like you can't believe. Hey, I have to go out and grab dinner for company, but I want to run this in the background for you. Well, if you rewatch it, kudos, you and Gracie did a good job on Sunday's videos. And I don't know if Gracie has ever done an outro for me, but she's definitely on the higher list. Just hope no spiders. I miss that. Oh, my niece is in Kentucky and I told her to get a boat. Absolutely. It has been, if you're in the Midwest, the upper Midwest, it has, honestly, southern Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, we have been pelted with rain. Are you still working? I mean, he is retired. He is retired full-time van life. I can tell you that. That was sweet. Susan gave her car away. That was sweet. Very sweet. Let's see here. Let me scroll ahead because this is where I jumped in and I've already said hi to a bunch of people. Lenny is in the house. Kathy is in the house. Folk of the Forest is in the house. Good to see you guys. Milo and Otis is in the house. Thanks for coming in, Lan. I know you're an hour ahead and you are probably tired. I appreciate that. And if you're at sister's house or your daughter's house, tell them we said hi. Gracie said, be right back. Teresa's in the house. Good to see you, Teresa. Good to see you. Van Gogh Wanderer. Hey, glad to see you again. Happy that you're here. Thanks for coming back. Heidi is hello from Maine again. Good to see you. I would love to go to Maine. Mary's van life on this journey is here from Texas saying hi. Good to see you. I was sitting here listening to the commercials. Press the button, you dope. All right. Press the button. I'll tell you, those like St. Jude and some of those commercials will run forever, ever and ever. Hi, Patty. I missed you last week. We missed you last week, Patty. We missed you Sunday. We literally had over 2 hours on our Patreon Zoom on Sunday. It was a lot of good questions, a lot of chit-chatting. It was fun. It was fun. I appreciate everyone that makes it. Nancy Bear is in the house. Good to see you. Mobang is in the house. Mobang did a recent build for a lady under $200. Repurposed a couple of things, donated a battery to her. Kudos, Tim, for doing that. And if you guys haven't seen that video, go over to Tim's channel, watch that video. But obviously, she has a lot more space now than she did before. And with full certainty, she was a happy person afterwards. I couldn't hang. Sorry. Hi, Tim. Sorry to hear about your friend. I couldn't comment. Hang in there. Oh, I must be missing something. I did not know. I did not know about anything. Johnny, I may be heading back to Texas to help a friend. Can I stop by on my way? You can if you don't need any work. If you need work, you'll have to contact me because we got to get done what's up here now on our plate. But you're more than welcome to stop in, stay at the campground, see the shop. And after 5 o'clock, come up to the shop and hang out. Pouring down rain and hail where I'm at in the Daytona, Ohio. You are getting what we got earlier today, probably. We were pelted with. I'll tell you what, I've got some video and that one lightning bolt. Sean was in his van at lunch. I was sitting out on the patio with Lenny. And the one lightning bolt, Lenny was looking at me and I went like this. Like it's going to protect me from lightning. But I thought it hit us. I told Lenny, I said, that hit something. So it was crazy here with the lightning. Thank goodness Lenny's van was in the shop. Lenny asked me a good question when the lightning was go on. Or hail. How big of a hail can damage your panel? And I can say I have been in a lot. I feel like a lot of hail with my van because until recently did I have this awning to pull it into or a shop to pull it into. And I have never had problems with hail. And anybody from the Midwest can tell you we get hail annually, several times a year annually. So I knew that. That's how far behind I am. I'm getting a Toyota Sienna 2025. So cool. You're going to be so happy with that. I think you'll probably have double the space. Good to see you, Renee. Thanks for coming in. Let's see here. Let me try and catch up. Linda Barker's in the house, also from Ohio. Stay safe from those storms. Mo Bang is a rock star. I am caught up. Tim, more Mo Bang for your bucks. So anyway, yeah, so lots of rain today. Finished up the GMC, finished up the Mercedes. Sean, I gave him a thank you card because I felt like the fact that we survived April as bad as it has been, just all kinds of stuff going on, and all the storms, and me and him went out one time to fix that dock, to unhook it from the bridge. I'm telling you what, being soaked is an understatement. I was so soaked, like literally not a ant would have been dry on me. It was so bad. So we have survived April, folks, and we got one more day, but we're gonna survive it. So those of you guys that are not on Patreon, Patty Coretta, she was my very first van build as a van builder. I did do one as a volunteer before that, but as a hired builder, and she has traded hers in, sold it, and so it's kind of like a like I really there's so much going on here. I really didn't get emotional about it. I am happy that someone else will be using it down the road, but you know that there's nothing like that first van build. So hi, everybody. Be safe out there. Guys, if you have any van life, van build questions, please put either a QQQ in front of your question or an asterisk, asterisk, asterisk before your question. That way, it'll catch my eye if the chat gets going. Would you all be surprised if I said we are thinking of selling the van and buying a truck and truck camper? We'd still pull the toy hauler. Honestly, I'm not surprised. And obviously the way your van is, I think you'd get it's a nice, it's kind of a basic, you'd probably sell it pretty fast. Truck campers, I'll tell you what, the only thing about truck campers is I followed somebody this year. If you guys know Deborah Dickinson, she hangs out with a Frugal RV gal. And I was following her to Deborah's place so that I could do some wiring for her. That thing was going through the wash. And I thought, if she tips over, how are we going to get her back up? It was that bad. I was a little more than a little nervous. So Cheryl is in the house. Good to see you. Got a lot of rain. Bye-bye, April. Bye-bye, April. We have got a lot of new grass here. So I feel like I'm so torn in. I am loving how the grass looks right now. But I do have an area that the overflow, and it is wet and muddy down there. So it is, it's tough. Let's see here. Let me catch up. One more year and on the road, my nephew will graduate high school. Oh, man. Cool, cool, cool. I could not cut a hole for the sink in the metal. Can you install the gray tank where I want to put one anyway? So the reason why you couldn't drill it is because it's stainless steel. And stainless steel, pardon my language, is a lot of hard work to cut. I had to cut a bigger hole or a faucet hole in one time, and it was incredible. So, Susan, the best thing that you can do is call me. But yes, I can still do your gray tank. Still do your gray tank. IMG is in the house. No, Teresa, you need much more powerful vehicle to pull that toy hauler. You'd be surprised what you can get a truck camper on. You'd be surprised. On the van windows during bunk window, do we have to put butyl tape before installing? Do not. The awning, the bunk window comes with weather stripping. The weather stripping has 3M tape on it. You pull that red tape off, and before you even put your window in, that weather stripping with the red backing goes around that window. When you put that window in your van, you screw that in, it sucks that weather stripping in, and it literally looks like a real nice, clean rim around there. Solid rubber. You cannot overcompress it. And I am telling you, unless you leave your window open, you are not going to get rain in your van. I am convicted on my van bills, so I'm afraid to frame it out. 2015 Ford Transit, can't decide on a build. Honestly, I tell a lot of people that if you can, like, do some living in your van before you do the major stuff, then that's what I always suggest. Now, framing, putting the furring strips up, the framing, honestly, I feel like those could go up and you could still live in it for a little while. That gives you something to secure your stuff to, as opposed to bungee cords, which could snap. Because most framing will honestly probably stay the same unless you want like a bump in medicine cabinet or bookshelf. And if that's the case, you cut your furring strip, top and bottom, and you slide your bookcase in there, put a furring strip on both sides of it, you're still good to go. I feel like depending on the wall boards that you're going to use, framing it, you could still do. Now, obviously, you're not going to frame your like galley and stuff like that until you know what you're going to do with your wall. You could frame it, you could build it, and just square it off, slide it into place, anchor it down. And then if you do decide to change your walls or something, you would just have to scribe that. And you can do that after you move in. Let me read this. The truck camper we are looking at is around 1,500 pounds and will fit in a 6-foot box. Mark misses having a truck. He traded his truck in to get the van. I can see that. I had asked about using 2 charge controllers for my 800 watts of solar. Rob, the solar guy from Van Aid, told me I could use 2 controllers that I already have. Just wanted to let you know. So is it 2 charge controllers going to 1 battery? Is it 2 charge controllers, separate panels, going to 1 battery? And why would you need that? Is my question. Now, if you have 2 separate batteries, 2 separate solar charge controllers, 2 separate arrays of solar, 100% agree and think that that's what I would have agreed with anyway. So let me know what you think. You had almost that I let you know if I found out that I could use 2. You had asked. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Hi, Margie. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Say hi to Jeff for me. Everybody say hi to Margie. Hey, Johnny, I just put in a Maxxair fan 2 weeks ago and didn't put enough lap sealant on it. Can I clean it well and add more? You can. You will hear people say, don't add new on top of old. And I feel like because yours was recent, and I can tell you, we just did it today. We added more lap sealant on top of old. If the old is peeling, like it's flaking, dry rotted, it's real old, I would peel it off. But I totally would have no problem adding to it, especially a week later. Would you leave the camper off when you aren't using it? Van Go Wanderer do dummy mock-ups made of cardboard, various setups. That's what I did. I made cardboard mock-ups because not everybody has that visual sense, and making the mock-ups help them. So it does help. Currently insulating my Ram ProMaster, wondering how to solve water from coming from molding, thinking of marine caulk. How do you solve water from coming in? Okay, there's several ways. We have talked about on the inside of the van, those grommets that are probably, I'm going to say, between 12 and 18 inches up on the transit. Put silicone around them. I use clear silicone. You honestly could probably use any product. If you want, after you silicone them, to just put like some kill mat over it, Eternabond tape, it won't hurt. If you ever need to take that molding off, they're probably going to have a fun time doing it. The other thing is, last week we shared a video Humble Road put out where he put a gasket on the outside of the transit that helps that water run right down the transit, and instead of going in behind the that decorative flashing, the black, it just runs straight down the van. And I feel like that is more work. I feel like the grommets are 100% what does it. It is where it comes into the van. I feel like if you silicone them, it's perfect. However, I do know people that have done the gasket and actually are putting a video up on it real soon. And we will share that out when they do. But I feel like the silicone or some kind of would be good. Paula, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. I appreciate that. I'll give you the panda for that. I feel like that is warranted. Thank you so much. Thank you again. Stephen Oki is in the house. And I actually saw that 34 months being a member. I appreciate you guys. We can drop off the trailer and use the truck. It would also be 4-wheel drive. Cool. Menards could not cut furring strips for me. I have a chop saw, but no table saw. Don't have them. They charge you like $1 a cut. If you want to bring it out here, we'll cut them for you. Fatima's in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. 4-wheel drive would be nice. Hi to all those that just came in. Multitasking. So a blanket hello to everybody. This winter we had about 3 really bad ice snowstorms come through here in Freeburg. So I took the power banks, cooking stuff, and other emergency things in case I lost power in the house. Absolutely. I have 2 batteries. That's why you can do that. That is why. Because if one solar charge controller is going to one battery, one's going to the other battery, 100%. Anybody ever do a DIY cruising comfort install? I have not yet. I know that someday we will. I need so I can go camping. Absolutely. Do need some thumbs up. Oh, thank you. I can't even see it. I'd have to hit refresh, and I don't like doing that. Yes, we lost a good guy and good friend when Ron Darnell passed away. Absolutely. I actually never did get to meet him. He was at Ironwood the year before I went, and never did get to meet him. Everybody saying hi back and forth. I just posted my video on the leaking body molding. There you go, on the YouTube. There you go. She just posted that. Mary, I'll tell you, people's screen names are often different than their name. And I didn't put 2 and 2 together that because I've got several Marys that follow the channel, I got it now. Once I get it, I never forget it. My bunk windows did not come with the foam with the red tape. What do you suggest I do? If they are Van Windows Direct windows, I would, if you go to Van Windows Direct site, there is a phone number. If you call them, same guy always answers the phone. He is amazing. let them know that you did not get the weather stripping. I guarantee it will be in the mail the next day. They are fast. But give them a call. And if they don't, let me know. I have a set. I'll call him and have him send me one, and I'll send you mine. I've put silicone in there. We've put the black RV sealant in there. They still leak. Something's wrong then. Something's not right. Because if you seal that area off with the sealant, how can water get in? And you must have one somewhere else that you're not seeing, like at the top in that rib, because it has to be coming in from there. Unless your weld is leaking, or I don't know if you've checked your rooftop grommets, but if it's coming in low in the van, it's the grommets. If it's coming in high in the van, check your seals on the Ford Transit. Nah, just saying hi to everybody. Thanks for coming in. I siliconed every grommet. No good. I'm sure no keeks, no leaks. I've heard you mention weep holes before. Where are those located? If you crawl underneath your van, right underneath there where the running boards and that go, there are some plugs. They're like rubber plugs. Those are your weep holes. Water can still get out those. So water, that whole area underneath there, if you take those rubber plugs up and you stick a wire and fish it up through there, you will see that wire. Lynn Oakey is in the house. Good to see you, Lynn. Thanks for coming in. Mine were on top of my RV slider windows. Are you in Southwest Missouri? I am in Southeast Missouri. I am in Southeast. How was the install? Kathy. Where's my phone? I'll send you pictures. It turned out incredible. You are gonna love Kathy. I meant when he left to send you. I got two friends that cycle a lot, and I meant to send that to you and didn't. And I'm gonna show you a picture right now. I just got to pull it up. It really turned out so cool. I'm trying to find a picture, not a video, because I took a bunch of. Look at that, Kathy. It turned out those are. I actually had like some flooring material liner that the Ram ProMaster comes with. Somebody had it, didn't want to use it. I used it on that. It turned out so nice. The guy was happy. What gauge wire do I need for fridge? Will be located behind driver. So 15-foot run. I have Blue Eddy 200L. I would use 12. I would use 12 gauge wire. And I would do not put a cigarette lighter plug in and then your refrigerator into the cigarette lighter plug. Hard wiring. So if you've got a refrigerator that's got a cigarette lighter plug on it, cut it. Your wire is black. Both of them are black. One side of the wire has writing on it. The writing is positive. The writing is positive. If you've got a wire and it doesn't have writing on it and it's got a bunch of gray dashes are negative. So let's see here. All right, guys, we are 30 minutes in. You're going to get a commercial pretty soon. I'm going to say thank you to everybody that is a channel member. Everybody that is a Patreon. I love the Patreon Zoom. It's just relaxing and it's a whole lot personal. And thank you guys. All right. It said, what kind of refrigerator would you recommend? My ice co is making me mad. I would say like a refrigerator is pretty like everybody's different. And there's people that don't want a chest refrigerator and have to dig through everything. And I get that. I would not put in a small apartment refrigerator, college dorm refrigerator, unless you're still trying to figure out what you're doing. You're still trying to get your budget, you're building a little bit at a time. I like marine refrigerators because you don't have to be level. With that comes a cost. And it is not uncommon for these refrigerators to be $1,200 as opposed to $500 for a big chest refrigerator, all the way up to a couple of $1,000s. Not having to be level, not having to dig through stuff has its perks. It also has refrigerator, freezer, so I like that. If you're the type of person that most of your stuff is room temperature and you just need something small, then you can go with a chest refrigerator. You can go with a cabinet type, a small like Dometic, which can be costly as well. But some of the important things are make sure they're ventilated. I'm not sure if you can give me some examples on the IceCo, because typically IceCo would be considered top of the line, one of the probably top 5 refrigerators. So if you could tell me what your IceCo is doing, maybe I could help. Maybe. But let me know. 12 gauge was my answer too. Yay me, I'm learning. You sure are, Gracie. I tell you, if you're not sure, you're wiring your van and you're not sure, go 12. Because if you could get away with a 16, that's great. Or 14, that's great. But if you don't know, if you oversize your wire, no problems whatsoever. You can connect a 12 gauge wire and a 24 gauge wire together. You do not want to run something that really needs a 12 gauge wire. And here you hooked up a 16, the wire is going to get hot. So oversize when in doubt. And you can also look at like how many amps it pulls. If it pulls a lot of amps, go big. Lynn Oakley is screaming at me. I'm going to have to get to that in just a second, but she is screaming at me. Good info. That is what Tuesday nights are about. That's what we love to do here. Let's see. My friend is talking about building out a van, and I was telling them about you, and I was thinking you were in Southwest Missouri, although I got the South part right. You sure did. I appreciate that. 159 wheelbase, Ram ProMaster. Yep. Perfect. Is there a number I can give them? Lynn Oakey, I may still have your email address on file. I will email you my phone number. Also, my email address is right here. Honestly, if you give them that email, that would be best. Let's see here. Absolutely. And that's a good refrigerator. I recently, probably in the last year, heard of them, researched it in the time, and it's good. It's good. Have them email. Perfect. Thank you, Floss. She's on it. She is on it. Are you going to build it out or get on the list? There you go. Can I text you over Messenger about the refrigerator? But basically, it doesn't have to be a single aluminum tub. The glue failed due to condensation. That's a bummer. You can text me over Messenger, but do not text me over Messenger past like 9:30 at night. I would appreciate that. If you're interested in attending the meetup in June at Ocean City, Washington, please check out that website. I'm saying goodnight. Night, Lynn. Night, Lynn. Appreciate you coming in. Everybody saying goodnight. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. And I am just became a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yep. I don't know, like on the refrigerators, like the glue, I almost feel like the heat would cause the glue to fail, like if it was getting really hot. Are you sure? Because a lot of these refrigerators are 12 volt slash 24 volt. And I see so many people trying to run their refrigerator, not realizing it's on 24 volt, and they're going to cause problems. You're going to cause problems with your refrigerator. And Iceco, Bodega, Engel, they're going to have 12 slash 24 volt refrigerators. Everybody saying night night. And Crystal's in the house. Good to see you, Crystal. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, it's that's a tough one. Les is in the house saying hey to everybody. Let's see here. Everybody's gonna slam her with the hellos. So anyway, while you guys are saying hello to Les and hello to Crystal, I am going to talk about the bike rack that we did, because the Ram ProMaster, when you buy it, sometimes will come with it almost looks like melamine, and it's real thin, half inch, and it is really strong. So we had a van that came in with that, and I really cleaned it up and was able to cut it. And I feel like I did spray it one coat, and I feel like it really thin, so it gave me the most clearance under the bed, because we were already like at 33 and a half inches, I think. And I put those 500-pound glides on there, 2 of the Yanaka bike mounts, and it really turned out nice. Really, really happy with it. Did the wheel wells. He has got a Mercedes dually, so really cool. You know what? Probably went overkill on it, because on the it was either 500-pound glides or 250, but it might have been 250s. But they're big. They are big glides. It's hard to get 48-inch glides that aren't heavy duty, that lock. So, and they were a good price. It was crazy how, like, I felt like my glides were several $100s, like even $350, and his was not near as bad. I think it was like a little over $100. Blanket hello. That is the easiest way to do it. Bernadette in the house saying hello. Yeah. So Kathy, if you are thinking about doing that and you end up with a Transit, I have my 48-inch glides from my old pull-out kitchen in the shop. You are welcome to them. You are welcome to them. Loving Romy, just haven't been able to comment. Yep. So yeah, because we get so much stuff in here. Like some of the builds that we just got out of here with some 12 volt adapters, some USB, we gave them away because people donate them to me. I'll install them in somebody else's van, and because it's like you can only have so much of this stuff laying around. This couple said, "Oh, we were going to have you do a Sirocco fan." I said, "I've got 3 of them here. Let me message someone. I'll use theirs and replace theirs, and we'll get it installed." And that's how it goes. We all looking out for each other. So was able to get that installed. So, but I'll tell you, the Mercedes center was so much narrower than any of the other builds, but I took his bed 34 inches up and still got a 74-inch platform. So that's pretty incredible on any van. So paying it forward, absolutely. I've been out in the rain door dashing. Oh, door dashing. Cool. Making some money. Bernadette's brother. I'm not sure if he's back door dashing now. He didn't while he was down here at the shop. But that is an okay income if you've got a reliable car and you can work when you want, pay some bills. I feel like door dashing would be a whole lot probably safer and less hectic than Ubering. I don't know if I could Uber with people. I don't know. I've had some sketchy Uber people. We got detained one time at a cruise port because the Uber driver was not who her ID said it was. So the person that we thought picked us up was not. That it was her cousin, and she was filling in for her cousin that day. So that was an exciting time with border control at the cruise terminal. So I used to Uber, never again. I understand. Desert Deb is in the house. Good to see you, Deb. Thanks for coming in. I've been out Instacarting. Yep. Can I plug my dorm refrigerator using a converter into the 12-volt fuse panel? Not a converter. You need an well, it's not going to work off the 12-volt either. It depends how many watts it pulls. If you've got a small inverter that draws less than 10 amps, then you can. You would hardwire your inverter to your fuse block, or wherever your fuse block is getting power from, wire your inverter to that, put a fuse on it, or if your inverter has one, plug your refrigerator into the inverter. If you're switching power from AC current to DC current, like what you want your DC to run an AC appliance, that is an inverter. If you want your AC current to charge your DC components, that is a converter. And that is what my last video was about, maybe. I'm going to have to take my front tire off and measure the height. Yes. And I'll tell you, I don't know about your bikes, but his bikes had a lever on the front and his seat just pushed down. My Trek, if you do the quick release, my seat comes off. If your seat comes off, you're going to get several more inches on your compartment than if it just lowers. Can I still order a B300 to add to my I do. Terry, if you send me an email and ask me that question, I'll send you a link. It'll take you right to Blue Eddy. So a seat dropper. Yep. So you have a seat dropper? Man, I tell you, if you didn't have that and you had the other one, you would get, yep. Yeah, see, mine came unadjusted and I just pulled it out. So Yeah, if anybody ever is ordering something from Blue Eddy and you want to you want to reach out to me, I'll send you a link. I do get a little kickback. Most of the time, I just sold a battery to Sean's friend for almost nothing. And that's how we do it here. You guys, you guys use my links that I always share. And any way possible, we try to pay it forward. Just got a charger one for my AC 200P. Haven't hooked it up yet. Linda, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. If you have any questions, send me an email. They are nice. They are nice. Not sure what van you have, but they are nice. What is Instacarting? I may get it wrong, but Instacarting is when you order groceries like from Deerberg's and somebody goes there, gets all your groceries, and brings it to your house. Ubering doesn't make any money anymore after you calculate all the expenses and the wear and tear on the car. You're walking around $6 to $10 an hour, but you got to be added for, yeah. ProMaster, perfect. That battery is right in the front. 16 feet of cables. You can take it almost all the way to the back door. You'll be just a few inches shy from your back door. Matter of fact, you are going to make it to your back door because I have the extended, and my charger one is probably 8 inches away from my back door, and I have the extended, so it's easy. You're going to love it. Reach out if you have any questions. The other thing you can do is I have a video on how to install an inverter to charge while you drive. If you go to my channel and put charging while I drive, that video is going to come up. You're going to connect your charger one to your battery exactly how I did mine. If a lighting panel hit my fixed solar panel, will it damage my power station? Should I put a circuit breaker on? A lot of people will put either a fuse between their solar panels or a circuit breaker. I will say, if you've got the MC4 connectors, they have those connectors with inline fuses in them. You can probably get 100 amp, 200 amp, 300 amp, whatever size you want. And you can do that. It'll be a whole lot easier. My batteries are fused. I've never heard of anyone that had a lightning strike to their solar panel. Honestly, it's probably something I'll look up, but if you want better safe than sorry, you can A, do a breaker, or B, do a fuse. The benefit of a fuse is it's easier. It's easier. The disadvantages is it's up on the roof. So you got to climb up on the roof and do it. And if you ever want to work on your solar charge controller or the big electrical system, you got to climb up there and unhook it. A breaker would be closer to your battery, and you could just flip it right off. So for simplicity, working on it down the road, a breaker, ease of installation would be a fuse, an inline fuse. Was at Costco today and saw Jackeries for sale. Don't do it. No. Oh, they drive me crazy. That's okay though. Hey, cute name, Surfing Dodo. I love my 200 Max. I also have a chart. I love my Max. I really do. I really love it because I have the Elite with it, but I do like it. At 64, I just bought a box van. I am doing my own build and cannot tell you how grateful I am to you for this channel. Susan, good luck on your build. We are happy to help. If you have any questions, send me an email. I try to answer them the best that I can as quick as I can. This past week, I have stayed on top of them. April was a little hectic. We survived it. I've been eyeballing the E2000 and those supposed to have now, and so do the big home backup ones. The E2000, is that the Elite? Blue Eddy all the way. I do. I'll tell you, and I'll tell you why. Because I do have a Jackery, but that 10 amp output, like if you want to put a heater on it, right out here in the shop, probably worked an hour and a half hooking a heater up for somebody, a Chinese diesel heater, and wired it to their fuse block. Their Jackery would not run it. Now the Jackeries, some of the bigger ones are lithium iron phosphate, but just not a fan of Jackery. Though back in the day you couldn't charge, they did not have pass-through charging. They were very specific on which panels you could use. But do I have a Jackery? Yes, I do. I have a small one. Not very good, or subpar to Blue Eddy. It honestly, you're going to find 500 people that say they love Blue Eddy. You're going to have 500 people that say they love Jackery. If you're looking for a bigger size battery, Blue Eddy and EcoFlow have been working with the higher level of power for years. I've had mine since 2020. And when you are building these batteries and everything is changing, like tweaking has to take place. You're going to find things that, like, oh, hey, that doesn't work in this situation. So Blue Eddy and EcoFlow have a lot more experience troubleshooting those things than Jackery. Jackery, until recently, in the last year or so, only had the 1500, and it was like the little lunchbox Jackery. You had to have specific panels. Poor Mona went through, I don't know how many wires and connections, and trying to find a connection that would work with a panel, and never did, and ended up with two Blue Eddy 180s, one's at the front, one's in the kitchen area. Has been fine with them. Still uses the Jackery for things, but it's tough. So I had a cutoff switch inside between panels, and charge controller makes it easy now. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. Yep. Put it close. Yep. Link to what will happen if lightning hits their solar panels. Now, I'm not sure if what she's linking is on a van or if it's on like a house array, because if your panels are not grounded right on a home, you know, you could have an issue. I don't know if you guys saw the at Haleakala, that elevation is high too. So you're like real, you know, you're like 15,000 feet, and I'm at 500 feet, but so anyway, just be aware of how that's grounded. So Jane is in the house. Good to see you, Jane. I have a small Jackery too for charging my phone and vape. Small things. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. You got it. Use it. Not only that, but if you have items that, like I use my Jackery for my heating blanket when I was on the road and I didn't have the Elite. If my heating blanket could not run off my Jackery, I wouldn't use it because I wanted my power system to run my van. And a luxury like a heating blanket, it was not a necessity. It was a luxury. So I had two small ones. Kelly would use one back and forth to the house. I would use one. And so, because we got them like on a flash sale, I originally bought my 200 Max to run my C-Class with ground mount solar panels, wire a 30 amp interior plug, and it worked perfectly. Now I will use it in my van build and add a B300 and charger one, and you will be set up good. I assure you, that is so good. Honestly, I wouldn't even, if you had the space, be opposed to having instead of having an AC 200 Max and the B300, having two Maxes, because if you ever had an issue with one, you move it over to the other one. But again, you're gonna have a good amount of power. So my new Jackery Explorer 1000 USB ports turn off as soon as I plug something into them. Yeah. I used my Jackery to charge up my Blue Eddy this winter when I was having trouble with my inverter. That's what I'm saying. Because you can charge your Jackery while you're driving. Or if you've got, I think she also has a portable panel or had a portable panel. And that's what I'm saying. They're not all like, don't do Jackery. I follow a humongous YouTube channel. He has got the home backup Jackery. Jackery sent it to him, and I know he's had it for probably 2 years. So, and he has got a massive solar system outside. With this, that's what I'm saying. It's lighter weight. It's lighter weight. And if you wanted to charge, like say you've got solar on the roof and a portable panel for backup, you could charge both your batteries out in the desert at the same time. The Charger 1 has 4 MC4 outputs. PV1, PV1 positive, PV2 positive, PV2 positive, PV. Oh, did I just mess that up? You got it. PV1, PV2 positive and negative. So should be able to charge simultaneously. So, yep. And the B300, unless it's on sale, is $1,500. The Elite is $900. The Max, you can find the Max sometimes a lot cheaper than that. If you found somebody with a new AC 200P, I wouldn't be objected to that as another backup. So the Elite charges fast. It has the 56 volt charge. So you can charge at the 575 on that. So, yep. Good day. Did I say that right? Good day. Aussie, your video is coming. I promise you, it is coming. We're gonna put that window in tomorrow. It was supposed to be done Saturday, and I thought it was a moonroof, and it's because she has a different type of window. You will see in the upcoming video. What's wrong with an AC 200P that's about, I would say nothing. You don't know how many charges it has left, but even if it's like they've got 2,500 charges, even let's just say if somebody used up 1,500 of them, it's not going to quit working after you know what I mean? You'll still be able to use it. I literally just sold a P because I have the Elite. So, yeah, I would have no problems putting, I had my 200P in my van when I went to Quartzsite. I actually let another couple borrow it while they were on the road. I am once in a while gal, but I'm in St. Louis. What's Paula saying? I love videos. I missed that. Thanks, matey. Full-time nomad she is. All right, I'm clicking buttons here. It is 9 o'clock. How did it get 9 o'clock already, guys? Yep. Oh, yay, I love the videos. Awesome. Yep. It'll be coming up. And we'll shoot that tomorrow if I can get it up. I don't mind putting it up before Sunday. I know we try to do them on Sunday and raid a net. And it just has not worked out the last 2 weeks. We are so close to getting back on schedule. So everybody's seeing where they're at. Awesome, awesome. Lily is in the house. Good to see you, friend. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully, this spell of storms, I think, went north of you this time. Where did that hour go? Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. Huntsville, Alabama. It's only 7 p.m. here in Jerome, Arizona. Oh, the girls were just in Jerome. Have fun. Have fun. I've never been to New York. You gotta go. I actually took my best friend to New York for her 40th birthday. It was on her bucket list. She's a wife with 2 kids, and it was not going to happen. And we took her there, and it was phenomenal. And I've been in the Adirondacks. I've been completely through New York multiple times. I actually slept in my van 1 block from Times Square and did not get a knock. Gulf Coast, Alabama at this moment. I am in Southeast Missouri, for those of you that don't know. Fredericktown, Missouri. Lots of farmland, absolutely. Yep, clear of the storms. That's what I thought. All right, guys. I'm gonna let you guys. Oh, I know. Strong work hanging in there. Time flies when you're having fun. Guys, I'm gonna let you guys keep putting where you're from in there. There are quite a few new people in and out, and we will end it when you're done. Oh, it was fun, Patty. The thing of it is you're in a van, and there's vans everywhere making deliveries all over. I will tell you, it's noisy. So, and I think I was driving over the Brooklyn Bridge at 5 a.m. So I woke up early and hit the road. Chain of Lakes, Indiana. What are you doing over there? Go through that area of Missouri every year on my way to Montana. Stop in anytime. I wouldn't do it by myself, but in a group I would. Absolutely. Renee, good luck with your van. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Mary. I love helping. All right, guys, hit the thumbs up on your way out. I'm going to grab Maddie. We're going to go to the van. We're going to call it a night. I have been calling it a night the last 3 nights, and my body is saying, thank you. All right, guys, call you. See you tomorrow. Sounds good. Thank you for all you do. Absolutely. All right, guys. If I mentioned sending me an email, send me an email when I wake up in the morning. I'll have my coffee and take a look at that email. And guys, if you're out there traveling, stay safe. If you're in the storms, stay safe. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Thanks, guys. Lily, thanks for coming in. All you guys, thanks for coming in. Drive safe.